Hey guys, it's time for my second cup of coffee of the day. And I deserve it because I just made a 19% profit on a move I made Saturday after I made the 10x move that I made a special video about. I didn't make a video about that, but here's what I did. I noticed that quantum was kind of high against Bitcoin. And let me go to the quantum Bitcoin price chart. So what I want to do is show you guys what I did, why I did it, and how I did it, so that you can start, if you're not yet ready to do it, you can start at least thinking about it, or if you are ready to do it, you can give it a try. And there's a couple of things here before I even jump in that I want to emphasize, just in case you don't end up watching to the end. And here's the main thing that I want to get across to you guys. You need a team. You need a couple other guys who you can teach this to and who can teach you stuff, because there's too much for any one person to know, right? Particularly if you're coming into it. I'm a massive introvert, so I don't want to hang out with a bunch of people, but my team is essentially my oldest son, Andrew, and he's, I think, 32 this year. Yes, I know. I don't look old enough to have a son that old. Thank you. And my buddy, Michael Guerin, and we're virtual. We hang out every once in a while, but most of the time we're in contact by phone, by email, by text, and we're constantly checking in with each other all day. And we celebrate each other's wins, and we help each other learn from the things that we don't understand, and any losses, any setbacks. We help each other through it, right? So I just want to recommend that to you first and foremost. That's really my number one trading tip, is don't be a monk about this. Find a couple of like-minded people who can be your buddies, who can kind of hold you accountable, and you vice versa, and you guys can pull each other up, all right? So that's number one. Number two, this is a process where you have to understand your levels of greed. And I mean that in a positive way. We're doing this because we want to grow our money, right? We want abundance. We want prosperity. We want to take life by the horns. We want a better life. We want to succeed at this. We want to crush this, right? We want to make as much money as possible in as short a time as possible, as safely as possible, and as psychologically comfortably as possible, right? And on any of those areas, you can stress yourself out. So what I was trying to do here is try the technique, and I wanted to be a little conservative in my expectations. When I manage my expectations, whatever happens, I can learn from it. Then I'm not attached to whether I make a big profit or not, right? It's our attachment, and this works, guys, with women. It works in every area of a man's life. And I think I cannot speak for women, but it probably works there as well. If women are grasping at something, it kind of like pushes it away. So we want to be able to hold on loosely, but not let go, as the old song from the 80s goes, right? Hold on loosely, but don't let go. So that being said, let me dive into this. And again, this is the hypnosis of money, people. I will always come back to your mind, your emotions, and your well-being in this space, because I don't think, A, anybody's talking about it, and B, it's what I'm interested in, and C, hopefully it's what you're interested in, because this is where you're going to make the most money. When you master your mind for a change, you'll get to keep the change, so to speak, all right? So I noticed quantum was up against Bitcoin on Saturday. I think it was a Saturday afternoon. And so what I did is I decided to try an experiment. I sold 100 of my quantum for Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, let's go to that chart, proceeded, because Bitcoin was back. Bitcoin was down around the 1,300 spot here where the circle is here. I'll put it on the maybe the 12-hour chart, so it's still a big number. Okay. You know what? I like a 1-hour chart. There we go. All right, so hopefully that's big enough so you can see. And I mentioned this in today's morning cryptos, but I got in around here somewhere between 1,300 and somewhere down here. Okay, bought me some Bitcoin, 100 quantum worth of Bitcoin, whatever that was worth, right? And boom, I wrote it up here. Now this morning I saw it was up here, and I'm like, it's kind of farting around in this zone. How many quantum could I buy back with this, with the price of Bitcoin being here, right? So pretty much right where it is right now. And so I found out that I could buy 119, and change of quantum. I'm like, wow, that's 19 more than I had, right? That's a 19% profit. Is that enough for me to just close this position and own this profit in quantum? Because quantum has yet to really move where I think it's going to move. So, boom, I pulled the trigger. I did it. Once I figured out I was going to get 19 quantum for my Bitcoin, I knew I was in profit. Boom, locked it in, and that extra 19 quantum is now sitting in my wallet at Bittrex. Boom. Right? So, people, that's just another lesson in the CryptoCrankers Guide to the Bitcoin universe, or should we say the cryptoverse, the ecosystem, the world of Bitcoin and the altcoins. And I'm really excited by the opportunities in the altcoins and kind of going back and forth with Bitcoin, because this pattern works so well. Because essentially, anytime Bitcoin has a pullback that's significant, that's sudden and that's unexpected, because a lot of people don't expect it when it's moving up, but it always has to come back. It's never ever gonna not have a pullback. There we go. I figured that out. That's what I wanted to say. So there will be pullbacks, but now you don't have to be afraid of them, right? Because now it's like, okay, boom, I'm going to sell something and get in on a pullback, and when I get a 20% or whatever in your mind is an acceptable, level without getting too greedy, right? So it's what does it move? Bitcoin does move 10 to 20% quite frequently, and it has these pullbacks. You could do this in and out all day, every day. And that to me is like, okay, now I know how I can actually make a living doing this. And that's what I'm trying to share with you guys, is the idea that you can actually quit your day job at some point and do this full time, should it be appealing to you. If it's something you want to do, obviously. If it's just something you kind of are dabbling in on the side, great. But if you are as obsessed with this as I am, if yours is obsessed, blah, if you are as obsessed with this as I am and enjoy it as much as I do, I want to congratulate you. It's kind of hard to find out what you really want to do in life. And this to me is such an absolute blast, and it just fits in lock and key, hand in glove, peanut butter and jelly with everything else that I love to do, and it gives me the time to do all the other stuff that I love to do, and the other stuff allows me to do this as well. So it's kind of a play. So I hope you're enjoying these. If you like them, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Ring that little bell so you get alerts. And if you like if you like this, you might like the Better Man Project as well, and you might want to check out my music, markshepard.bandcamp.com, and the links are all below here. So that's it for now. Thank you guys. I appreciate your time and your attention, and hopefully you're learning this stuff. Hopefully you are learning it and applying it. I want to hear from you in the comments below. And for those of you who are actually more experienced traders who are giving me tips, I'm always open to any ideas that you have. And I would love to hear from you as well in those comments. All right, that's it. Over and out for now. I'll see you in the next one. Start the music.